juice like a snow cone. Ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco. Make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo. They big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode. I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, you some basic B-roll. The world is mine like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a milli, check the price tag.
And Chronicle and I were talking about this a little bit yesterday too, because you're like, ooh, I want to save the Vi for the good draft on blue side, but felt like a pretty obvious rotation here, but they're going to get the Yone instead.
You pick Yone, how do you then pick the Rumble? So Yone Vi comes in here, theoretically, for Hanwha Life Esports, and they'll always get Rumble on 3s.
You know, for example, on an early Herald fight or even that secondary Grubs fight, if the Corki does show up to said fight.
Yeah,
Rakan, so easy to lock this one in with the setup you already have. And for Hanwha Life Esports, you have a lot of engage, you have really decent poke. The follow-up is so easy with Rakan and Kaisa here. It's such an expensive one for Fearless for this team. Every single player is playing a pick they're iconically known for, with the exception of Viper, I would say, but this tournament, iconically known for, right? And
yeah, 100%.
Like, Delights, Rakan,
Hanwha Life Esports in the group stage. Don't know whether that's going to happen again. There's a decent flash there from Viper, but still has to use it.
He won't be able to keep trying to kill you forever.
Yep, well, Duro going to flash, gets that pulverized headbutts Viper back as decent knock up there from Delight, who's trying to battle dance his way around. Decent little barrier, but it's still Ruler that's able to grab the first blood for Genji. Not wasting resources. Heading over there as there's a Gnar back. Duro taking the turret for a very long time. The wallop is so good, and Duro just going to get knocked on the head.
It's been doomed, so we'll watch it again.
Yeah,
he's got Mega. And he's like, I'm going for it. Goes in, hits the Alistair. Flash from Ruler gets him away. Unfortunately for Duro, no way out of this one. You can see Ruler tries to offer some damage back, but then does not fall for this. And, I mean, Canyon's relatively nearby. It's going to be tough to actually collapse Ruler, though.
Ruler was seen. Takes a fair bit of damage, but there's the ulti from Peanut! Remember, he's in the game!
We'll get that additional grub as well as come over here and start this one up.
Well, Peanut is in fog of war for the moment as he dashes over. There's the steal. Thank you very much for that one. Chemtech Soul going to be this game as Peanut thrown around like a ragdoll and I think is going to die. So a bit of a sacrifice of himself.
Peanut lurking.
Yeah, there's another ulti. The Valkyrie was buffered decently and the flash out does come on through. But now the quickness to stop Canyon from being able to do anything. Ruler is trying to free hit as best he can, but he doesn't quite have the damage as Viper. Even able to turn around and claim the kill onto the Vi. And an ulti from Zeka pulls him under the turret, and then he kind of regrets all of his decisions as the buttons go wide. A little bit closer to the Vi than he maybe needed to. But still, as you say, played it out just fine. And once I've seen this movie before. Is this a replay once again? Is Peanut going to flash over that wall? Vault Breaker going to come out from Canyon. I don't think Peanut's out of the woods just yet. And by just yet, I mean, I don't think he's ever going to get out of the... Okay, maybe he's fine. Going to have a look towards the top side here as the knockup is going to be absorbed there by Keen as Yakety Sax plays in the background on the bottom side as Keen just kind of outplaying. He's way too tanky. Does have the Iceborne Gauntlet now completed. Try and take down this turret. And they should be able to do so.
A bit weird there. Teleport from Zeka.
Yeah, we're coming in once more as Zeka now looking to try and do the damage that he can as Zeus picks up the Mega Gnar just in time, but Keen is still alive!
Yeah, this is a Cassante.
Yeah, let's just kill the turret, guys, or something like that. The house is going to connect here as Zeus is going to look to just try and finish him off. Will he find it? He just eats the CC because he's Cassante, ladies and gentlemen, and now Trophy the inner. As you can see, though, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of money in it on either side, as this might be some money. Cease and Desist comes on through. Zeus is pretty tanky, but maybe not tanky enough, as he does get the double hop. The ulti comes through as Zeus! He gets to safety! Peanut with the prison save!
Peanut here just in the nick of time, but
oh no, if he dies now, that would be very, very sad, as Canyon moves over, doesn't find the Vault Breaker, as Arctic Assault does a decent amount of work. Zeus alive for way too long! As the Winter's Wrath, one more auto, and Peanut takes down his opposite number. So a 1-for-1 in that top lane. Duro underneath this turret, trying to take it down if he can. The quickness is decent, charming up almost everyone here as Delight looks to make his way out. Chovy now in trouble as the Unbound Soul from Zeka Zeka gets him over there and shuts down the mid laner. And now Ruler finds himself in amongst everyone.
Viper just kind of breaks their ankles again. As you can see, the turret is still, by the way, it's quite valuable in these types of skirmishes, and Toby's ultimate is a little bit shaky.
And Delight's quickness got so much value, it was ridiculous. He was CC'd for almost the entire time as, oh my goodness, that phosphorus bomb. Yeah, you can see Ruler probably thinking that that one was going to be able to get at least
stacked up on the bottom side of the map here. Zeus has teleport.
Yeah, you can see the Unbound Soul does come on through. Pulverize as Zeka is trying to get himself out of there. They block the ulti, so he'll have to flash. Cease and Desist comes in. Vault Breaker pushes him back, and Zeka, even though he gets a cute little shield, it's not going to be enough. Viper takes down an outer turret and goes into melee range against Keen. I don't know about that one. Keen goes all out. There's a big shield with the barrier and the knockups. Delight saves the life of his AD carry. And Keen Sante going to fall. There's the ulti from Chovy. The flash out of the way as the ex-teammate is looking to punish. Will the Void Seeker connect as Viper? He's lining it up. He's lining it up, and Zeus says, take a house. Never mind, it's actually Peanut. They're going to sacrifice Otacon for it, though, so I don't know whether it's necessarily worth.
I think
as
it is.
Genji,
I mean, they're still gonna get it, but like the mid is just getting ripped to shreds here. 3 kills.
I mean, and it's only 2 buffs.
But also on the top side play, you know, Viper commits to the turret here, and then he's gotten himself Cassanta'd. But here comes a Rakan who's got Locket. Look at the damage on this fed Kai'Sa. Not even a Cassante can stand up to that firepower.
As we do have a 4v4 teleport to come down here, as Keen is going to make sure that this Gnar does not steal things away, and it's going to be a return as the teleport now from Zeus in response, so it's going to be a 4 versus 5. The quickness is so good. Under 3 here is, my god, Delight and Rakan, ladies and gentlemen, but this knockup, the Pulverize, is just phenomenal, and they're sending everyone back home in a body bag, or as far as a Otacon recall. The bottom lane are going to be taken out. Viper once again just limps his way out of there.
Zeus, Narbar at a pretty good point, but we need to see a rotation from Zeka. He's very far away.
He is. Peanut is in the area as Zeus. He can Mega Blast Cone his way over. That will put a Gnar in a very awkward position as there's a Glacial Prison. Headbutt pulls Peanut out of there. But now Zeus, look at this Narbar. They're all up against the wall, and now Peanut is blocking them in there. The quickness comes down as Delight gets into the back line. And there's the 5-man Gnar from Zeus! As Keen tries to go all out, but honestly, I think he wants out of this game as HLE just destroy them.
Vintage Zeus Gnar. His Narbar was perfectly set. Peanut knew it, and he set them up. And that is going to be a real team fight win here for Hanwha Life. Notably, a Sejuani, the Gnar angle was going to be there, and Mega Cone ends up giving Zeus the opportunity to come in here quick. As Peanut's knocked away
as well is so perfect this whole time.
And even though Peanut's knocked away, he could still just wrap around here as Genji are trying to decide whether they want to try to push on to Viper, try to focus down Delight, and they're just indecisive, and Zeus is not. You know, he's just ready to kill him.
And that is just 5 people all smashed against that wall. I don't know whether he connected to wall on everyone, but felt that impact that we do get from Canyon and Chovy generally in their matches. And we otherwise would, as here's the pick-off. The quickness going to be layered. Canyon, he couldn't do anything. He was basically CC'd and then dead. As now Genji just looking to try and back away. Great interruption there from Duro, but the CC coming out once again as Zeka just going to go back to his soul. They're going to grab this inhibitor, and Delight is just fishing, going for one after the other. And there's the flash forward from Peanut, finds the Winter's Wrath onto Chovy, and then just dies. But they take down these Nexus turrets. HLE with game number 1 on the red side, picking up this victory. So many comfort picks, but you can see exactly why these champions are so good for them. They're able to take it home with some great team fighting in this game.
Absolutely.
And then finally, for all of you Wu-Jae fans that have been waiting to see our hero in the top lane make the big play after the trade, here you go. It's the Gnar from I guess from downtown, I guess.
Man, I think all the 5 players were playing this team fight perfectly. Just look at how they position themselves. Like, for example, Delight, Rakan also, and the gauge management from Zeus and the positioning was just so perfect.
And Zeus Nara has been in win condition for what feels like 5 years now when he debuted. This is a that's a movie right there, right? And I don't think that they necessarily needed that exact play to win this game.